my 25 before 2025 challenge. And I hope that this video inspires you to cross some things off your to-do list as well. Hi everyone, my name is Mariana. If you're new here, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So this video is inspired by another small content creators channel that popped up on my feed, and I watched it. And while her list didn't really resonate with me, the concept actually did. And as somebody that likes to make lists and has a bunch of things rattling around in my head that I want to close out for 2025, I decided to take that concept and make it my own. And I really hope that it inspires you to close out some things at the end of 2024 to make room for all the new things that are coming into your life for 2025. So at the time of posting this video, there is 45 days until the 31st of December 2024. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I have a bunch of things that I just want to finish up and leave in 2024 so I can go into 2025 with a really clear head. I am a person that really struggles with anxiety and procrastination. And I also suffer with a feeling of overwhelm when I know that there's things that I want to get done that I just keep pushing aside because of procrastination. Now, I am a list maker by nature, so this other creator's video really sparked the need in me to make another list. So effectively what I did in the beginning was I started with a bit of a brain dump to get a bunch of stuff out of my head and onto paper so I could see it in black and white. And then basically what I did is I went through with a highlighter and highlighted everything that I considered to be a to-do. And I picked out 25 things that I'd really like to finish up before 2025 starts. So I thought I'd briefly go through my list and really hope that you can gather some ideas from here and some things that you want to close out and finish up as well. And they may seem like little things to you, but to me, it's the little things that continue to rattle around in my head that really annoy me and that I find really frustrating. Unfortunately, sometimes the call of the couch and just sitting watching Netflix can sometimes take over, and I don't want that to continue happening. It's not productive. It's not conducive to my mental health either. And the reason I like to make lists and put everything into black and white is the feeling of crossing things off that list give me that small hit of dopamine that motivate me to continue going. So I do have my list here to refer to so I don't forget anything. Some things I will elaborate further on. Some things are pretty self-explanatory. So the first thing for me is declutter. I want to declutter 25 things before 2025 starts. I'm actually hoping that it'll be more than 25 things. I'm actually in the process of going through a big declutter, and I will make another video about that. So I'm not going to explain too much about that. But for now, I've got that I want to remove 25 things from my home. If it's donating it, throwing it, or putting it on Facebook Marketplace to sell. The second thing is I have a little tool shed at the back of my house, and I want to clean and organize that a little bit better. Not that it's too overwhelming in there, but it's not set up how I would like it, and it has gotten a little bit untidy. I also have a toolbox that's a chest of drawers, and I'd also like to clean that out and reorganize that as well, because there's a bunch of things in there that I don't need. So I just want to get rid of them and then set it up so it's a bit more user friendly. The third thing on my list is a digital declutter, and the majority of that is from emails. So my intention is to go through and unsubscribe from all emails that no longer serve me. We all get those emails that just continue to drop in and we ignore them. They take up space in our mind, they take up space in our inbox and also on our computers. And also I've got a bunch of files that I need to remove and a bunch of files and footage that I need to put onto hard drive because it is slowing down my computer. Number 4 is to fix some holes in my wall where I've moved the curtain rod. So I moved the curtain rod up higher and moved it across. to give that feeling of space in my room, and it has left 4 holes in my wall from where the brackets originally were, so I need to fill them in and touch them up with some paint, and I'd like to get that done as well. Number 5 is in my backyard. So I've recently torn out all the old hedging because I didn't like it. It was horrendous. I'm having a new veranda put in the back, and it also had to be removed in a certain section so they could put the poles in to put the new structure. So I'd like to plant some box hedge and also put some planter boxes in there for some herbs. So I'd like to also get that done on this side of Christmas, because right now it doesn't look very nice outside. And it's not very comfortable to sit out there seeing all this dirt everywhere. Number 6 is my front garden. So the weeper hose that I had in my little garden patch out the front has split, and every time I switch it on, there's water going everywhere except for where it's meant to. So I need to go to Bunnings and pick up a new weeper hose, take out the old one, and also replace it. Number 7 is I've got a big canvas that I would like to paint to put into my hallway. It's been sitting in my garage for a while now, so I really want to get that done and get that out of the way as well. And also in my spring reset video, if you watch that, I purchased a little statuette for my kitchen area, and it is currently in white. And based on the consensus of the comments in my previous video, I would like to paint that black so it goes with the other decor in my home a little bit better than the white does. Another thing I'd really like to get done is to clean out and organize my garage. Because my roller door isn't currently working properly, and I'm in the process of getting quotes to have that replaced, I've kind of let it become a little bit of a drop zone because I can't move my car in there. So it's, looking really, it's not how I want it. So I want to clean it out and organize it. Every time I go in there, it's just, I find it really frustrating and annoying. So that needs to be done as well. The other thing, we are coming into summer in Australia, and we do get a lot of spiders and mosquitoes and bugs, and I don't like any of those things. So generally what I do once a year, once the weather started drying out a little bit, is I would like to spray for spiders so they're not coming into my house. So I will need to pick up a spray from Bunnings at the same time I pick up my weeper hose and get that done, because it needs to sit for 2 weeks before I do another item on my to-do list, which is once a year I like to get out the pressure cleaner and I like to pressure clean the front of my house. It is all rendered, so with the rain it just gets a bit grubby, so I like to pressure hose that and clean it off. And at the same time I will do my windows, but I need to have had that bug spray sitting there for a couple of weeks before I can do that. So I need to really get cracking on that. Number 14 is I've got a towel rail in my bathroom that I never use. I don't see the point in it. I don't decorate with towels. So I want to remove that towel rail, and I'm putting up an abstract piece of artwork in there, which is currently in my hallway. I'll be moving that one into the bathroom, and the bigger canvas that I've yet to paint will go into my hallway. So it's kind of 3 things in one that I kind of need to get done. Number 15 is to create a home maintenance folder. I have been meaning to do this for a little while, but it keeps getting put on the back burner. But recently my fan died, and it's only a couple of months old. However, I can't find the receipt for it. I don't know what I've done with it because I keep receipts for everything. I also can't recall the exact date that I purchased it, so I can't actually return it and get a refund, which is a shame, and my lesson is learnt. With a home maintenance folder, I can write down the date of purchase of an item like that, and then I can put into a sleeve the receipt. That way if something does go wrong, I can either get it replaced or get a refund if it's within that warranty period. Now I'm out of luck, so I just have to dump it. Number 16 is very important to me, and it's to create a content calendar. So I've got a bunch of ideas rattling around in my head of content that I would like to create. It's on sticky notes, it's in various notebooks, it's notes on my phone. I'd like to collate all that information into one spot and then start to script out, or some of them are actually partially scripted out, but I'd like to consolidate them all in one place and have a calendar to make sure that I'm staying consistent on YouTube. Number 17 is getting a jump on my finances. I've sort of started messing around with my finances a little bit to make sure that I'm not paying too much in interest on things, to make sure things are getting paid on time. I've started working on my share portfolio. I've started looking at my superannuation and all those little things, but I'd like to create a budget. So I've got all my finances written down, and to make sure that what money I do have is working for me and that I'm not overspending or living above my means, and making sure that I'm saving money. As I'm getting older, I'm finding that my finances are a little bit of a cause of stress. Not that I'm in any financial hardship or anything, but I need to be more aware of how my money is being spent and where it's going. So I need to create some sort of expense tracker and just some sort of budget to make sure that everything is visible to me and that things aren't slipping through the crack. I'm also having the security screens replaced at the front and back of my house. The ones I've got now currently aren't security screens, they're just screen doors. As a female living on her own, I'd like to have proper security doors. Being in summer now, or even in winter, I like to keep the house open. I love that feeling of fresh air in my home, and I would be more comfortable if I had actual security doors. So I've had my quotes done, I've paid my deposit, and they should be coming out in the next few weeks. But while I wait for those, I would like to paint my front door. It's currently beige. I want to paint it a nice black. So I've got all the items ready to go. I just need to make the time to get that done. The other thing that I always do before a new year is my new journal setup. So regardless of if I've filled my old journal or not, I always get a new journal for the new year. And I do have particular ways that I like to set up some things within that journal every year, but I will do another video on that so you can see how I set up my journal. And yes, I'm 46, I still journal. I like to get things out of my head. Otherwise, it just sits there festering and things seem worse than what they really are. So my journal is a bit of a comfort blanket for me. I don't know. It's just somewhere that I can put my thoughts and ideas where I can't be judged, and it's just private. It's just for me. And I have found that it has really helped as far as mental health goes. So I'll be doing that in the coming weeks as well. Number 21 on my list is map out my goals. So I feel that while I have achieved some things in 2024, I didn't achieve as much as I want to. And that was basically on me. When looking back and doing some reflection over 2024, I think where I fell down with my goals was that I wasn't specific enough, and also that I didn't give myself any time constraints. I just went, these are the things I'm going to do in 2024 without much detail and without any ownership on myself. And I don't want to go into 2025 the same way. So I need to sit down and really get into the minutiae of what my goals are and how to execute them effectively to make sure that I achieve everything within the time frames that I want to for 2025. To accompany my goals for 2025, I also need to set up my new vision board. And again, yes, I'm 46. I still do vision boards. I enjoy making them, and I find that they keep me a bit more on track. It's not about manifesting and things just dropping into my lap. For me, they work as a bit of a roadmap and gives me some direction about where I'm going and why I'm wanting to achieve something. So I need to set that up. And with that, I usually update my magazine cover, but I can go into a bit more detail in another video if that is something that you'd like to see. And if it is, please drop me a comment and let me know. Another small task that I can cross off my to-do list really quickly is to clean out and organize my fridge and freezer. My fridge is fine, but I just find that some things sit in my freezer a little bit too long. So I need to make sure that I've got a system in place to make sure that I'm rotating everything out in a really timely fashion. And also I've purchased a little whiteboard to keep in my pantry so I know exactly what's in my freezer at any given time. I find that when I go to the supermarket, I'll sometimes forget exactly what I've got and then end up purchasing something additional, and then that's just a waste of money. Even though I do get through it, it's just not the point. I don't want too much food sitting in my freezer for too long a time. Number 24 on my list is clean, declutter, and organize my study. I did a video a little while ago where I did some reorganizing of my study, but there are some further things that I want to declutter to make it even more functional. So that's another thing I want to get done on this side of the new year. Number 25 is a really big one for me, and it's very, very important and close to my heart. And I'm hoping it's something that you'll all be happy to help me out with. I would like to reach 250 subscribers before 2025. So I've got 45 days to reach 250. I'm currently at 73 subscribers, so I would really, really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button, drop me a comment, and encourage me to keep going and give me a thumbs up. It really helps the algorithm and it pushes my video out to other awesome people like yourselves, and it costs you nothing but will be so appreciated by me. Anyway, I hope that this video has inspired you to write out a to-do list and knock some of those things off that have been floating around in your mind for 2024 before the new year, so you can go into 2025 with a clear head, leaving behind the things that no longer serve you and starting a new year with a fresh approach. Anyway, that's it from me for today, guys. Until the next one, I hope you all have a fabulous day. Bye.